The spire's glow deepened into an ominous crimson, and with each pulse the island shifted, its very shape warping. Trees twisted into grotesque figures, their branches clawing at the air like skeletal hands. The crew, now scattered, scrambled to regroup. Captain Rhea gripped her compass, though it spun wildly, refusing to point anywhere logical. "Elias! Selene, this way!" she called out, her voice nearly drowned by the shriek of wind tearing through the unnatural forest. Elias stumbled into view, his face pale. "Captain, it's like the island is moving underneath us!" He glanced at the spire. "It's calling us there. I know it sounds mad, but I swear it's pulling the ground itself." Selene caught up with them, her hands shaking as she held an ancient medallion she'd pried from the mossy stone earlier. Its surface glimmered faintly with the same blue runes she'd seen before. "This medallion, I think it's a key. Or a curse. The runes are old, Captain, pre-cataclysm, maybe even pre-human. And look at this." She held it up, and the ground beneath their feet groaned like an angry beast. The mist coiled tightly around them, as if listening alive. Selene's voice dropped to a whisper. "The island is no place. It's a thing. A predator." Captain Rhea frowned, gripping Selene's shoulder to steady her. "Predator or not, we need answers. If this island disappears with us still on it, we're as good as dead." She turned sharply to Elias. "We're heading to the spire." Elias blanched. "You want us to go toward that thing? Captain, nothing good is waiting for us up there." "And nothing good is happening here either," Rhea shot back. "This island has rules, Elias, and right now we're players in its game whether we like it or not." As they trudged toward the spire, the forest around them came alive. Shadows flickered between the trees, tall, thin figures with hollow eyes. They moved silently, following the crew, but never quite stepping into view. Elias swore he heard his mother's voice calling to him from somewhere deeper in the woods. "Stay focused!" Rhea barked as Elias faltered. "Don't listen to them!" The spire loomed closer now, its surface etched with intricate, writhing patterns that seemed to shift as they looked at them. Selene held the medallion out toward it, and suddenly the hum in the air grew deafening. "It's reacting!" Selene cried. "I don't think we're supposed to be here, but we're too close to turn back now." The ground gave a violent heave. The spire cracked open like a jagged mouth, releasing a blinding surge of red light. The shadows surrounding them paused, then began to close in. Captain Rhea turned, unsheathing her cutlass. "Whatever happens next, we fight our way through. No one gets left behind." The island roared, the mist howled, and the spire beckoned them forward like the eye of a storm. Something waited inside, something ancient, and it had just woken up.